Yes, respected friends, welcome you all. Receive my gratitudes and also special congratulations that we are trying our best to make it to this satsanga almost every day, maybe missing sometimes. We have not missed so far, but as the Lord wants. Friends, Lokasevakadi Vyaktitwas, we have to strengthen with the help of the Parabrahma, Jagannatha, Ishvara, Devatagana, Gurugana, Shastragana. Opening up our intellects to know all this. For that purpose, here we are every day studying our glorious Shastras. The evening three classes now are Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, Adya Shankara's Prashnottara Ratnamalika, and Sankshipta Skanda Puran. In the first text of Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, we are in the third Utpatthi Prakaranam, 10th Sarga. Its name is Maha Kalpantha Avashishta Parama Karana Varnanam. The Parabrahma Tattva is as many ways as possible and all Shastras by all the Rishi Muni Guru, putting all of them at one place, facilitating us for contemplating on the truth in as many ways as possible, finally, with the goal to reach the truth. This is the completeness and kindness of Bhagavan Vasishtha ji. Yeah, we are seeing that. Let's continue that up to the 42nd mantra Visa. From 41st, we will see. Hmm. Hmm. Om, 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sah Viryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhetamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Om Namo Brahmadibhyo, Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo, Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah Vyakhyāntāh Satchastrāh Tan Nityam Pranatosmyaham. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kruto Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Om Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane. Om Tasmai Shri Gurave Vasishtha Munaye Nityam Namaskurmahe Vishwamitra Munim Sharanyamanagam Bhuyo Namasyamyaham. Tasmai Valmikaye Shri Gurutama Gurave Bhuri Bhavair Natasmaha Purnananda Swabhavaha Swajanahitakruте Mayayopattakayah Karunyadudidhirshur Janamanavaratam Mohapanke Nimagnam Avishyamtar Vasishtam Bahirapi Kalayan Shishya Bhavam Vitene Yasamvadena Shastramruta Jaladimamum Ramachandram Prabhadye Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatītam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalam Achalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatītam Triguna Sadgurum Tam Namami Parambrahmane Shruti Matre Samasta Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Acharyebhyo Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo Devatabhyo Asmat Gurubhyo Namaha Sri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Sri Vasishtha Vishwamitra Valmiki Vedavyasa Vamadeva Naradadi Brahma Vidyacharyebhyo Namaha Sankalpaha Tesham Sarvesham Kripanugraheణ उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थम श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थम तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय बहुभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणाद् आरभ्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवत देवता गुरु शास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृ देश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं तदनन्तरं श्री आद्य शंकर कृत प्रश्नोत्तर रत्नमालिका अध्ययनं तदनन्तरं संक्षिप्त स्कंद पुराण पारायणं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणं महाकल्पान्तावशिष्ट परम कारण वर्णनं नाम दशमः सर्गः। श्रीराम उवाच श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच। फ्रेंड्स, Sri Ramji asked, Paramarthasya kim rupam tasya anantachidakrutehe. Of that anantachit akruta paramatma, what rupam? Punah etat mama achakshva. Please, you told me, again tell me, Nipunam bodha vruddhaye, for deeper, clearer apprehension, understanding of me, myself. Then Vasishtha started saying, in a most enchanting manner. So we have seen mantras up to the 40th. I am explaining now from the mantra 40th onwards. 42nd तक देखा हमने, 40 से देख लो. Discussion is Varnana about the Mahakalpanta Avashishta Paramabhava, and that is nothing but pure Brahman himself. Okay. In this text, this is how it is discussed. We discuss it as Parabrahma Tattva in our Upanishads. These are all Upanishad Sara only, no doubt whatsoever. Narayana 1. This one today is Nasti Drishyam Jagat Drashta Drishya Bhavat Vilinavatu Bhati iti Bhasanam Yatsyat Tadrupam Tasya Vastunaha. Imagine a state you have reached. Nasti Drishyam Jagat. Jagat Namaka Drishya is no more. You have transcended it. Drashta Vilinavat. Drashta also dissolved. Why? Drishya Abhavat. Drashta is there only when there is Drishya. Na? So Drishya is not there. Therefore Drashta also Vilinavat. Then Bhati iti Bhasanam Yatsyat. That which is illuminating this absence of both Drashta and Drishya. That Prakasha. Tat Rupam Tasya Vastunaha. That is called Shuddha Parabrahma Tattva. See, every sloka gives us one way of contemplating on the truth. Nasti Drishyam Jagat Drashta Drishya Bhavat Vilinavat Bhati iti Bhasanam Yat Syat. Bhasanam Yat Syat. That Prakasha which is there at that time. Tad Rupam Paramatmanaha Tasya Vastuna. That is a Paramatma Sarupa. This is one way. Another way in the 41st mantra also is Chiter jivas svabhavayah yad achetyon vapuhu chinmatram vimalam shantam tadrupam paramatmanah. See, chitehe jiva svabhavayah. Chitehe jiva svabhavaya. Chit, pure consciousness. Jiva svabhava, when it becomes knowingness by reflecting in the aham vritti. That won't stay by itself. It has to have something for it to be known, for it to be owned, for it to be done, for it to be experienced. That's called the Chaitya. Imagine a state for that Chidabhasa. There is no Chaitya. Achetya unmukham vapuhu. Then what will happen to it when it has nothing to own or know, etc.? It has to trace back to its own original state of self. That's what is Chinmatram, pure consciousness. Vimalam, without any impurity of duality. Shantam, absolute. Paramatma is discovered. Hmm. Correct, friends? Beautiful, no? 41 we have seen. In this way, this entire chapter gives us 7-8 more ways of looking at the truth. Yesterday we have come up to this 42nd mantra. In the 42nd mantra, how this Paramatma is explained is like this. Angalagne pivatadau sparshadi anubhavam vina jivatah chetaso rupam yattadvai paramatmanah. See, jivatah, one is alive, not dead. And then vatadau anga lagne api. The heat and cold are touching the body. Then chetasaha rupam yattadvai. The chitta, okay, sparshadi anubhavam vina. The chetas, our chitta, when it is not having the anubhava of that sparsha adi, even though the sparsha adi are touching the senses. Sparshadi are coming from the outer world. Sparshadi is Shita Ushna. They are touching, for example, the body. Then immediately the Cheta will say, no, it is heat or it is cold. If the Chetas is not saying it, Sparshadi Anubhavam is not there in that Chitta, then that Chitta, free from this Anubhavas of the Indriyas, objects through the Indriyas, yat tat vai Paramatmanah Rupam. That's called as Paramatma Rupam. This is another technique. See how much he has to be introverted, withdrawn from the Deha Indriya, that the perceptions are happening, yet he is not aware of them. How is it possible? Only when the Chitta is aware of the its own self. Chitta Bahirmukha only, it will know the objects through the vrittis. When it is not Bahirmukha, then the Takaratva of the Chitta goes away. What it remains is as Chidrupam. Pure Paramatma Tattva only it is. So perceptions are not allowing the Chitta to form the vrittis. Perceptions are not allowed to form the vrittis in the Chitta. That Chitta is Chit Swarupa Paramatma only. बढ़िया लगा कि नहीं सोच लो. This is how it is. Right? Another shloka, number 43, we are seeing aswapnayah anantayah ajadayah manastitehe yadrupam chira nidrayah tattada anaga shishyate. That's what. Aswapnayah, when there is no swapna, dream, transcended. Then anantayah, no Jagrat's limitations are anymore binding. Then ajadayaha, no Jadasthiti of Nidra also. When these three are transcended, Manastitehe Aswapnayaha, Manastitehe Anantayaha, Manastitehe Ajarayaha, and Manastitehe Chiranidrayaha. The Chiranidra means, hmm, Manastitehe at that time Yat Rupam. Tad Anaga Chiranidrayaha Stishyate. That is the meaning of the state of the Brahman and the Maha happens. This is very similar to that of Mandukya Upanishad, where Jagrat, Sapna, Sushupti, both all the three are transcended. Mandukya Upanishad way of explaining we see here in this particular mantra about that Paramatma Tattva. Then, now one more sloka, 44. Yad vyomno hrudayam yadva shilayaha pavanasya cha tasya chetyasya chit vyomnaha tad rupam paramatmanaha. It is like this. Shilayaha hridayam, the heart of the stone. Yat pavanasya hridayam, the heart of the wind or the air. You know? So the stone, the wind, and the space. Hridayam. Tasya achetyasya chit vyomnaha. Chit, consciousness. Vyoma, space. Achetya, again, it has nothing for it to illuminate. And it is compared with these three things. Here the first example is Vyomnaha Hridayam. So what is the Hridaya of the Vyoma? It is actually the Akash is always talked as the Shunya. So the Vyomna Hridayam is equal to Shunyata. Shunyata is equal to Shunya of any of the dharmas. None of anything else are there. Why? Because those things are not there. So the Vyoma Hridaya is said to say the Nirgunatva of the Paramatma, Nirdharmakatva of the Paramatma. You know, it is such a dharmi which has no dharmas at all. Like everything is a dharmi, it has its dharmas. But this Shuddha Parabrahma is Nirdharmaka to indicate that the Vyoma Hridaya is indicated. Then the second one is about the Hridaya of the Pashana. The Pashana, the stone's Hridaya is, it is solidified. So therefore, the Nirdharmakatva, if it is indicated by the Vyoma Hridaya, then the Ghanatva, the Sadghanatva, Chidghanatva is the solidness is indicated by the stone example, Pashana Hridaya. Then what is the Vayu? Vayu, you can't say somewhere Vayu is not there. Everywhere it is there. So that shows Purnatva. So Nirdharmaka, but Purna, but Ghana, and also Ghanatva. Ghanatva because Pashanavat, Purnatva because of the Vayu example, then Nirdharmakatva by the Shunyatva of the Akasha Hridaya. So Akasha Hridaya Shunya is equal to Nirdharmakatva. Then the Pashana Hridaya is Ghana, therefore Ghani Bhuta. Then the Vayu Hridaya is Purnata. Therefore Vayu Hridayavat Purnam, Akasha Hridayavat Nirdharmakam, Pashana Hridayavat Ghani Bhuta. Is that pure Paramatma who is Chid Vyoma. Is Chid consciousness, Vyoma is Akasha. And in that, what do you call it as? No Chetya Vastu. Tasya Achetyasya Chid Vyomnaha. That pure conscious space without something in it to be illuminated. Tadrupam Paramatmanaha. That is called as Paramatma. See, these mantras, if more than once, twice, thrice, if you can contemplate, maja really aata. We will be able to understand what. Matlab, all these requires very concentrated efforts, single pointed, subtle intellect required. Like for every subject to study, that sort of mind's preparation and intellect is required. Here also for this Vedanta, this type of mind intellect required. If you can gather it, use it, then the ideas start coming. Wonderful. Now, next sloka, we will see up to 49 mantras today. 44 we have seen. 49 if you see. 50, 51, 52, 54. 5 will be there to conclude in this chapter. Let us see. The 44th is seen. Now the 45. Achetyasya manaskasya jivato ya swabhavatah syat stitissa parashanta satta tasyadhyavastunah. See, jivataha, from the jiva. Which jiva? Achetyasya amanaskasya. Achetyasya amanaskasya jivata. From the jiva, the mana, and in the mana, the vrittis. Chetya means the vrittis. Mana means which is in the mana is that container in which the vrittis are there. So I am the jiva, from me consciously, the mana and the manovrittis. When both of them go away, then ya swabhavata syat sthiti. What the natural sthiti is there in me, and it is shuddha satta sthiti, and that satta ya sthiti syat para satta ya sthiti syat. Tasya adya vastunah rupam. That is the rupa of that adi vastu, the parabrahman. Jivatah चेत अचेत्यस्य अमनस्कस्य जीवतः या स्वभावतः स्थिति स्यात् सा परा सा शांता शासत्ता तस्य आद्यवस्तुनः रूपम. In any way you try, if somebody can beautifully write down all these points, they become a very good points for everyday contemplation, meditation on that which is beyond, that which is primordial, that which is there behind before the entire creation, that which remains when the Maha Kalpantha happens. Again, Chit Prakashasya Yat Madhyam Prakashasyapi Khasyava Darshanasya Chayan Madhyam Tadrupam Brahmano Viduhu. So, Chit Prakashasya Yat Madhyam Prakashasyapi Khasyava Darshanasya Chayan Madhyam Tadrupam Brahmana Viduhu. Chit Prakashasya Yad Madhyam, then Prakashasyapi Khasyava Yad Madhyam. So the here Prakashasya Khasya is, you can take it as the Chitta Akasha. Chit Prakashasya means in that again, as we saw earlier, the Pratibimba. And Darshana is any of the vrittis that are seen. Within all of them, as one common denominator, if at all you are able to visualize, that is called as Brahmanaha Rupam. Chit Prakashasya Yanmadhyam Prakashasyapi Khasyava Yanmadhyam Darshanasya cha Yanmadhyam Tad Rupam Brahmanaha Viduhu. That's called as Brahmaswarupa. The next one is very easily catchable. Vedanasya Prakashasya Drishyasya Tamasah Tatha Vedanam Yat Anadyantam Tadrupam Paramatmanaha. So, Vedanasya Prakashasya Drishyasya Tamasah Tatha. Tamasah means the ignorance of something. Drishyasya, an object. Prakashasya, it is known. Vedanasya, the knower. So the Vedanasya of the knower, Prakashasya, Drishyasya of the known. Drishyasya means known, Prakashasya means knowing. So the knower, the known, the knowing. And then the fourth is interesting thing, Tamasaha. If that object is not there, even the ignorance. So, for example, I see a bell here, ganti hai. है So, it is, I am the drashta of it, knower of it. It is known. Its knowledge is there. Then somebody has hidden it, asks me, what is it? I say, I don't know it. Ignorance. है So, avidya, tamasaha api. Then, when the object is there, the knowledge of object, the object of the knowledge, then the knower me. All of that, Vedanam yatu, that which is knowing all these four things, and which is Anadi Antam, beginningless, endless, continuously it is there. That pure awareness which is continuously there, in which, when the upadhis come and function, each of the upadhis creating their respective informations or knowledges. Vedanam yat anadyantam. Adirahita, Antarahita, Nirantara, absence of both of them. Which is that Vedanam? That pure awareness, that pure consciousness, that pure Chetana, Tad Rupam Paramatmanaha. That's what is the Paramatma Surupa. See how many hints and pointers are given to us. Wonderful. Lucky to have this great text taken up for our study. We can underline all these slokas, make us of all these points, then taking every day one can easily try to contemplate on. But that ichha is required to know the truth. That mental preparation is required to forego everything else. You know, that readiness to sit for meditation for hours together, along with the preparation in the mind with the Viveka Vairagya, with Japadapa, Japadi Sadhana, when the mind is gathered, calmed down, quietened, this shloka is utilization on that Brahma Tattva. Right? One more beautiful shloka we'll see. Ki yato jagadudeti va nityanuditarupi api vivinnavad iva vinnam tadrupam paramarthakam. मांडुक्य उपनिषद स्थाई यतः जगत उदेति इव नित्य अनुदित रूपी अपि नित्य always anudita rupi api never though created yet that from whom the jagat appears to have been manifested or created. We use the word created, but in Vedanta it's called manifested or appearance or projection, on which the jagat is never created but ever appears to be. Point one. Second, vivinnavadiva avinnam. It is never away from this Paramatma Tattva, that projected jagat, yet appears to be different. Tad rupam Paramatma. Any number of examples can be taken. Like the reflection in the mirror. If you see a big mountain in a mirror reflected, first of all, in that mirror, the mountain is never there. Point one. Because mountain is so big, how can enter the mirror? But still, it is appearing or not. Second one. That appearing mountain, is it anything apart from that mirror surface itself? Any time, is it apart from that mirror surface? That reflected mountain? No, but then don't we call them as if they are two? There's a mirror, and in that mirror, there's a reflection of mountain or a mountain. We use two sentences. We talk as if there are two. विभिन्न है ही नहीं, लेकिन भिन्न की तरह. विभिन्नवत इव अभिन्नमपि. If you understand in this way, If the example, in the same way, the pure Brahman, first of all, he alone is ever there. He is Janma Jara Vyaya Rahita, Marana Mrityu Rahita, Vikara Rahita, is Nirvikar. That is enough to understand that in Brahman, the Jagat can never be created. But is it not still the whole Jagat appearing? And secondly, the Karana, Karya can never be separate from the Karana. The Karana is the Adhisthana, the Brahman. So other than Brahman, this Jagat is never any time separate. But is it not appearing? As if to such an extent that the seen Jagat only taken as real, the substratum Sat Chit is unknown only to us. That Paramatma, from whom Jagat never came but appearing, Jagat never separate but appearing to be separate, that is Paramatma. Sarveshwara Sadashiva. Great thought it is. One more shloka we'll see. Vyavahara parasyapi yat pashanavadananam avyomna eva vyomatvam tadrupam paramatmanah. Vyavahara parasyapi. Though continuously in him, because of the Maya, the Vyavahara is seen, appearing. Yet pashanavadananam, which is unmovable, unchanging, like the stone only. Nowadays, all these graphics or your laser shows, all of that can an example. Easy to understand Vedanta with the help of today's technological inventions. Vyavahara parasyapi yat pashanavadananam. The one whose anana is like pashana, the stone, though all vyavaharas are appearing in it. Then avyomna eva vyomatva. It is even cannot be called as vyoma, but still you call it a chidvyoma, then chittavyoma, then bhutavyoma, akasha. भूताकाश चित्ताकाश चिदाकाश ऐसा उनको नाम दिया जाता है. But in him, none of these spaces are there. He is neither Chittakasha nor Bhutakasha. Compared to these two, or to tell its infinitude, it's compared with Akash. And it is Chidakash. So व्योम नहीं है फिर भी व्योम रूप में देख सब एक्टिविटी हो रहा है उसमें फिर भी it's like पाषाण. That's called as the Brahma Rupam. Okay, friends. We have 5 more verses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us see if we can spend 10 minutes. We may do something. Next, Vedya Vedana Vetrutva Rupatrayamidam Puraha Yatro Deti Astamayati Tattat Paramadurlavam. This is more easy for us. The Vedya, the direct language, the thing known, object of knowledge. Vedana, knowledge of the object. Vetta, the knower of the knowledge of the object. Rupatrayam idam. है These three forms. है ना त्रिपुटी कहते हैं उसको. यत्र उदेति, where from it is arising. Yatra astamaya. Into what this each of the set of the triputis are dissolving. Like I just now said, the Ghanta, when I saw, there is one triputi formed. The Ghanta known, its knowledge, and I am. From this triputi has risen and gone. Again, from where the second set of triputi, in which I get second object, has come and gone. Continuously, the triputis are arising and going. Vedya, Vedana, Vetrutva, Yatra idam. Sorry, Vedya Vedana Vetrutta Rupatrayam Idam Punaha Yatra Udeti Astamayati Tat Tat Parama Durlabam. That is that Paramatma, which is Parama Durlabha, difficult to apprehend because we are always caught up in either of these three. Either in Jnatritva or in Neyam or in Jnana. तीनों में हमेशा फंसे ही रहते हैं. That's why it appears to be difficult to go beyond. Right? The same way the next slokam. Earlier is that from which it is coming and going. So in that observation, we reach to the Satta aspect of the Brahman. Sad aspect. Same way the next one. Vedya Vedana Vetrutvam Yatra Idam Pratibimbati Avudhyado Mahadarshe Tadrupam Paramam Smrutam. Yatra idam pratibimbati means where these three are now reflected or visualized or seen. Abudhyado, that state where the buddhi, which is thought, which has got modified into these three, are also transcended. And that self here compared with Maha Adarsh. The big, infinite mirror. Adarsh is not ideal. Adarsh means your mirror. So here the Chid aspect of the Brahman, in whose light consciousness these Vedya, Vedana, Vetrutva, they are Pratibimbati. They are reflected means they are illuminated. Abudhyado, that which is beyond the Vritti aspect or the Buddhi aspect. That's called Maha Adarsha, the huge mirror. Tadrupam Paramam Smrutam. That is called is the Rupa of that Shuddha Parambrahma Tattva. Almost we have done every one of them. We are left with only three. Next, Manaha Swapnendriyair Yuktam Yadrupam Syan Mahachitehe Jangame Stavare Vapi Tat Sarvante Vashishyate. Like that. Manaha Swapna Indriyair Muktam. Mana freed from the Swapna Avastha. And Indriyair means from the Jagrada Avastha. Manaha Swapna Indriyair Muktam. Then Jangame Stavareva Api Tat Sarva Ante. Both in the Swapna, always as Jagrat, Jangama Stavara Tat Sarva Ante. All animate, inanimate, mobile, immobile, all the objects are dissolved. Yet Rupam Syad Mahachite. What remains there is the Mahachit, the pure consciousness, not modified into the Swapnavastha with its Triputi, not into Jagradavastha into its Triputi, nor gone into oblivion like in Nidra. Then Mahachidavastha. So here the Jangame Stavarevabi Tatsarvante. Jagra Swapna mein, whatever Drashta, Darshana, Dushyat, Triputis are there, when all of them are transcended and not gone into Nidra, then what? Awakened to Mahachiti, the huge infinite consciousness. That is what is that is called as Tat Sarvante Avashishyate. That Rupa is called Paramatma's Rupa. So Manaha Swapna Indriyair Muktam Yadrupam Syat Mahachitehe Jangame Stavare Vapi Tat Sarvante Avashishyate. Again from that side if you see, because of that ignorance of that Mahachiti only, that the mind is projected, that mind further projects the subtle, which is called Swapnavastha, the gross, which is called Jagradavastha. So Jagradavastha, Swapnavastha, both are in the mind. Mind when it goes to Layavastha, it is Nidra Sthiti. Apart from these three sthitis, when we awaken, when the mind dissolved the Jagrat, also dissolved the Swapna, not entered into Nidra. That state is called as Mahachiti Sthiti. That's what is the Paramatma Sthiti. One shloka is guiding us for contemplation. Now, एक very good example is given. बहुत मजा आता है कि स्थावराणाम हि यत् रूपम च तच्चेत् बोधमयं भवेत् मनोबुद्ध्यादि निर्मुक्तम तत्परेण उपमीयते. स्थावराणाम, stones, mountains. Okay. Tachet bodhamayam bhavet. If they have become bodhamaya, full of consciousness awareness. A mountain full of consciousness awareness. But bereft of manobuddhyadi nirmuktam. The manobuddhyadi antakarana, then karmendriya, jnanendriyas are not given to that mountain. But bodhamayam bhavet. The full consciousness is given to it. That state can be upamiyate, comparable with parena, that supreme state. As an example, this can be said. In a huge mountain, in its every nook and corner, pure consciousness is filled, and that mountain is without antakarana and bahya karanas. That is Brahman. See, these are all the ways by which we struggle to contemplate, in which the doors get opened for the higher intuitive intellect. That higher intuitive intellect alone, having grasped through these things, an idea about Brahman, can maintain the Brahmakara Vritti. When it is maintained for long, long time, just it happens. The Vrittiness goes away, that Brahman apprehended that I am that. स्थावराणाम ही यद्रूपम तच्छेद बोधमयम भवेत मनोबुद्ध्यादि निर्मुक्तम तत् परेण उपमीयते. Shlokas. All these can be spoken each one for 10 minutes, but we have gone through by telling the literal meaning. Hopefully, these things will come again and again in different stories, examples. Now the last shloka. Wonderful, huh? ब्रह्मार्क विष्णु हर शक्र सदा शिवादि शान्तौ शिवं परममेतदिहैकमास्ते सर्वोपदिव्यवशाद विकल्परूपं चैतन्यमात्रमयमुज्झित विश्वसंगम. Good shloka. Again, ब्रह्मार्क विष्णु हर शक्र सदा शिवादि शान्तौ शिवं परममेतदिहैकमास्ते सर्वोपदिव्यवशाद विकल्परूपं चैतन्यमात्रमयमुज्झित विश्वसंगम. ब्रह्म ब्रह्मदेव हिरण्यगर्भादि अर्क लॉर्ड सूर्य. जय जय गोविंद जय हरि गोविंद. जय हरि गोविंद. ओम नमो नारायणाय. So, Brahma, Brahmadeva, Arka, Lord Surya, Vishnu, Vishnu Bhagavan, Hara, Shivaji, Shakra, Indra, Sadashiva, beyond all of them, Shanto. In all these expressions also go into non-expression stage. At that time, Shivam Paramam Etat Iha Ekam Aste. That one which is most auspicious, Paramam Supreme, Ekam, one without second, Aste remains. That is Brahman. So all these Brahma, Arka, Vishnu, Hara, Shakra are part manifestations of that infinite Brahman only. Shanta means when all these manifestations also are transcended. And that state is Sarva Upadhi Vyayavashat. Because there are no upadhis at all in that at that stage, avikalpa rupam. It is nirvikalpa rupam. The Maya has not projected any upadhis in it. Therefore, it is avikalpa rupam. One homogeneous thing. No two in that. And what it is? Chaitanya Matram. Pure consciousness alone. I am Ujjita Vishwa Sangam. And in that, the entire Vishwa, Stula, Sukshma, Karana, Veshti, Samashti, all of them is Ujjita. Not even for traceable also. Not even an iota of them also are there to trace. Chaitanya Matram Ujjita Vishwa Sangam. There is no Vishwa at all, even an iota in that. That pure Chaitanya. And and that's realized when one transcends all this. Brahmarka iti. In this way, Arshe Sri Vaashishtha Mahaраmayane, the Rishi Prokta Sri Vaashishtha Maharamayana, Valmiki, given by Valmiki Rishi, Utpatthi Prakaranam, in that third Utpatthi Prakaranam, Maha KALPANTHA AVASHISHTHA PARAMA BHAVA VARNANAM नाम. महाकल्प के अंत में जो परम भाव रहता है उसका वर्णन नाम दशमः सर्गः. That's how the 10th sarga, 54 mantras. Today we have seen all of that. Yes, friends, that is it is. Now in the, what is the 11th sarga? I don't know. Ekadasha sargah. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 24. The Ekadasha Sarga is Paramartha Varnanam. It has got a 33 mantras. So we will study that. 7, 8 से लेकर 8 to Narayana 24. These things we'll try to study tomorrow. Thank you. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Join for Hindi Satsang for some time.